That's a virus. Hey, that's Medi-Bot. Jalen Allen made that in Google Drawing last week. Do something, Medi-Bot. Thanks, Medi-Bot.
Sure.
But I'm confused. Last week you were just a Google Drawing, and now you're moving around.
Yeah, I animated my image by using a program called Google Slides.
That's great. Hey, do you think you could show the people in technology and design how to make a Google Slides animation?
I got you, Dave.
There you go. Learned how to make a Google slide animation. And first, a big shout out again to Jalen for inspiring me to make that video with his amazing Google drawing last week. And a big shout out to my whiz, my boo, Dr. Susannah Hills, who was kind enough to do the voice of Medi-Bot, right? So let's get into it. I'm looking at, I've already gone into the assignment. We're in assignment number 6, digital animation using Google Drawings. So we're going to see what that's all about. And there's very detailed step-by-step instructions here, which I'm just going to go through. I'm going to go through them for you. There's this tutorial. There's another really great tutorial that's hyperlinked in there. We're basically going to go through those. When we're done, we're going to attach our assignment. It's just going to be a link at the bottom. Answer the reflection questions like we do every week, and we're done. This may take us several days to do. This can be a little bit more of an involved project. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our drive, right? And I want to create a new document. I could do it either there, or if I go here, it's in there. I'm going to create a Google Slide presentation, right? So I open that up. I'm in Google Slides. I press the plus like I normally do, right? Press plus, and I'm in a brand new presentation. So we're going to use Google Slides. I mean, typically, obviously, Google Slides is something that you'd use like instead of PowerPoint, or it's the Google version of PowerPoint. But we're going to do something, and it would normally be used for presentations. But we're going to do something that's kind of not what it's meant for, but really fun. First, you can see I'm clicking on these things and moving them a little, and then just pressing delete. I want a blank area. We're going to use this as a way to make and publish a animation. So first, I want to just come up with a theme for this. Now, I went ahead, and before I started, I think it's easier to do things if you have a little bit of a plan, right? So I did a storyboard and kind of came up with an idea. My idea was I think it'd be cool to have, and maybe I'll try to show this to you when I edit the video together. But my plan, and I just have like a really sloppy drawing. I was thinking of putting a fishbowl in a windowsill and having a fish swim around in the windowsill. And the windowsill maybe will look out at water. Fish will be inspired by water, jump out, kind of swim around, jump around in the water, and then maybe a bigger fish comes up out of the water and eats the little fish that jumped out of its fishbowl. So that's my little story that I came up with. So how am I going to do that? First, I need an environment, right? And I'm going to go to, instead of insert, I want to do background. I don't want to drop an image in there because I want it to be the background. It'll be fixed in place that way. So I click on background, and I'm going to go choose image. And if I had something on my desktop, that'd be fine. But I'm just going to go to Google image search. And I will search up maybe ocean view window. Let's see what that is. That's perfect. I like this one. It's kind of like a windowsill. It's great. That's perfect for me. So that's going to be the setting for our story. Now I need some more stuff. I need to insert a fishbowl. Now this is a great feature that I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna go to Insert an Image, search the web. Now the search bar comes up here. Now I'm gonna put fishbowl. Now if I just did fishbowl regular, I'll show you what it looks like if I do it regular. Like say I just insert a fishbowl like this, right? I click on that and press insert. That's like, and I could resize it and it's in the thing. It just looks like there's this border around it. It doesn't look good, or it doesn't look integrated. It doesn't look like it's all part of the same environment. So I'm going to delete that. And there's lots of ways to come up with transparent backgrounds, but just this one feature, I could do fishbowl. It's still up there. And I'm going to write the word transparent. Now, my options will be limited, but there are some transparent fishbowls. So if I click on this one, this first one on the upper left, and press insert, now I have this transparent fishbowl. I don't have a border, so I'm resizing this. And always remember, when we resize, we don't want to do like from the sides, it'll squish the thing. I want to resize it using the corner if I want to maintain the same proportions, right? I'm going to set that down right there. Now I have this fishbowl that looks pretty well integrated. I mean, it's two kind of different styles, but it looks like it's sitting on the window ledge. I need a fish swimming around in my fishbowl, so I'm going to go insert, image, search the web. Maybe I'll just look for a goldfish. I think a goldfish would look good, transparent. Again, because I don't want a weird background around it. Let's see what kind of options it gives me, right? So I can decide what do I want to do. There's actually a lot of really, really good options here, right? So the first one's kind of good, right? Let's try that one. Go insert. Do you like that? I like it. So I'm dragging from the corner again to make it a good size. And here we go. Fish is in pretty good shape. So I make him just a little bit smaller. And I'll click off to the side. Now I have my fish in a fish bowl with my environment. Now I'm ready to start animating. So if you guys remember last week, we did like a simple, or yesterday, we did a simple animation, just like a 2-frame animation where we went back and forth, and we saw that we just changed something just slightly, it'll look like it moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to slide 1 right here, and I remember how to copy paste, right? Control C, Control V, and it pastes the exact slide right below it. So now I can click on my fish, right? Move him just a little bit, right? I could even change the angle. So I changed the angle and I moved him just a little bit. So if I look back and forth, my fish is moving. If I just toggle between the two different slides. So I'm going to go down to slide 2, Command C, or in your case Control C, Control V. Move my guy a little bit more. I just keep on doing that. Control C, Control V. Move it a little bit more. Eventually, my goal is to get this to do like circles around the tank, and maybe I want my guy to kind of flip, right? So how am I going to arrange that? There's a few ways to do it, but if I click on it and I go like arrange, so rotate. If I go flip horizontally, now my fish is the other way, right? So that's going to give the illusion. Maybe like I'm also going to drag it from the corner, make it a little smaller, because when things are further away from us, and I know it's just by a little bit, but he's like in the back of the fishbowl, so he's going to be a little bit smaller back there, right? So that's cool. He's made it full circle to the other side of the bowl. And we already know, like he kind of flipped around up there, right? So as he comes around there, he's going to the other edge. Now, I could continue to do this. I could continue to just keep on copy pasting or whatever. But he's already gone around like one circle. So if I go back to the beginning, right, that's kind of like the next slide I want anyway. So I might as well go there, and I could hold the first slide and press Shift, right? And then I'll go down all the way down to slide number 16, and I've selected all of them. So if I selected from one, press Shift, then it's selected all of them. I'm going to go Command C, then I'm going to click on the last slide, Command V, and it did it again. I can even do it one more time, right? I could go click on the last slide, Command V. So now it's like, I'm going to do it even one more time, Command V. So he's swimming around forever in this thing, right? Now if I go up to the top, and I just press the down arrow, right? It just looks like swimming around in circles, right? Swimming around in circles, because I just repeated that process over and over again. So there's like the benefit of recycling, right? Let's see that one more time. It's kind of digging that. So our guy's swimming around in circles. So that'll happen for a little while, you know. Maybe I'll give him. Now, I kind of want to change the narrative. I have my fish swimming around. I want him to, my next goal is to have him like jump out, right? When he jumps out, he'll probably get smaller, and he's going to land in the water, and I probably want to splash, right? So let's work on that. I'm going to. There he goes, just kind of jumping around, playing in the water, right? Maybe I'll take one more time of him jumping out of the water, except this time it's going to be certain death, right? So he jumps out one more time. Now I'm thinking about having like a shark or a bigger fish coming out of the water. So images, search the web, so shark transparent, cool. Now I see these two. I think I like the idea of like this shark jumping up and then that one jumping back in the water, right? So that could be pretty cool. So I'm gonna choose both of them. I'm gonna go insert. All right, this guy's awesome. We'll get him. We'll crop him and everything like that. But before I forget, I'm going to go back to insert image, search the web. It's already going to be up there. I'm going to take this other guy and insert him. Ah, there he is. Okay. But I'm going to move him off to the side for now and save him. I'm going to save him for later, and all that will copy paste anyway. Now I'm gonna start like switching this to the other shark, right? And he's gonna like kind of jump into our living room, right? So I'm taking that guy and I'm switching this one out, right? So all this stuff on the outside, right? As this goes out here, that's not on screen, right? Like if I clicked on here and I press present, it's only the stuff that's within the frame, so escape. Through and look at them from the beginning if I wanted to, just by holding the arrow button, and it gives me a good idea of what I have. So I got my goldfish circling, he jumps in the water, big mistake, buddy, and shark comes into my living room. Very cool. I'm into it. So I can go here up to File, and this is where we're continuing to use Google Slides for something it's not really meant for, but very cool. So I'm going to go to Publish, right? So you could publish your presentations to the web, and as you could choose how long each slide will last. Every second would kind of be slow, right? It'd be like fish moves now, fish too slow, right? So when I publish it, and press OK, I'm going to highlight the entire link except for the last 0. And this 1,000 at the end represents 1 second. So what I'm doing is I'm tricking my link into thinking. I'm going to press Command C for the whole link. I'm tricking my link into thinking that it's 1/10 of a second. So when I press return, it's going to take a second to process, and then I have my presentation. I could just press play. It's published to the web. There goes my guy. So pretty great. I'm pretty happy with that. I might work on the slide presentation a little bit more, the slide animation a little bit more, and kind of like play with the spacing of things, or maybe add some other things. But I like this. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to take the whole link, Command C. I'm going to go back to my assignment, the project, and I'm going to include. If you look at step 10, it's copy paste your link. So I have my link right there. It's hyperlinked to that exact presentation. What went well? What were some challenges? What changes did you make? How do you think you might use these techniques in the future, or modify this assignment? So you answer those things. Go back to your Google Classroom assignment, turn in, and you are finished. I really hope you guys have fun with this. I really like this project, and I'm excited to see the ideas you guys come up with. Thanks for watching.